You all must have heard of algebraic expressions, right? And most of you would have come across the term polynomials. So good day everyone, I'm Shibu of class 9 from Silver Hills Public School, and today we will be talking about polynomials. So before we move on, I like to ask you a question. What do you mean by a polynomial? Yes, you got it right. Polynomial is derived from two words. Poly, that means many, and nomial, that means parts or terms in case of algebraic expression, and that's how the word polynomial sums about, many terms. So let's dive deeper into it. So polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the exponent, that is powers, are always a non-negative integer, and this is the general form of the polynomial where an is not equal to 0. So this means two things. Division by variable is not allowed. For example, x square plus 1 by s. As you can see, I am dividing the variable with 1, and we have also studied that we should get a non-negative integer. So if I ask you, is it an algebraic expression? Yes, it's an algebraic expression. But if I ask you, is it a polynomial? No, it's not a polynomial. And let's move on to the second condition. Fractional powers are not allowed. For example, x square plus root x. If we convert this into an exponential form, we see a forming of rational root, and these types are not allowed in the polynomial, and we should get always a non-negative integer. So this is not a polynomial. So by this you can easily state the given expression is a polynomial or not. So let's know what terms are. Terms are the several parts of a polynomial separated by plus or minus symbols. So these are called the terms of an expression. And coefficients. A coefficient is a multiplicative factor in the terms of a polynomial. So if you take the situation here, 5x square plus 8y plus z. The coefficient of x square is 5 and the coefficient of y is 8, and there is no constant given here. So what is the coefficient of z? Like in this situation, we will take 1 as the coefficient of z. So the coefficient in this expression are 5, 8 and 1. And how many terms are there in this expression? There are 3 terms in this expression, because you can see that the plus symbol is separating this expression into 3 parts. So there are 3 terms in the polynomial. So by all this, you will get a clear idea of what polynomial means. A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the power of the variable is a whole number. The image below explains everything. In the expression 3x square plus 5, 3 is the coefficient of x square and x is the variable here, and the power of x is 2 and the constant is 5, and their terms are 3x square and 5. So there are total of 2 terms there. So let's know types of polynomial based on their terms. Any expression with terms of 1 are known as monomial, and any expression which have 2 terms are known as binomial. For example, 2x raised to 5 plus 15. It is clearly visible that the plus symbol is separating this expression into 2 parts. So such expression which have 2 terms are known as binomial. Trinomial. Any expression which have 3 terms are known as trinomial. For example, 2x raised to 5 plus x cube plus 12. The plus symbol is dividing the expression into 3 parts. So such expression that has 3 terms are known as trinomial. So mono means 1, bi means 2 and tri means 3. And there is a common misconception that only expression which have more than 3 terms are known as polynomial, but that is incorrect. Any expression which have 1 or more term are known as polynomial, and the monomial, binomial, trinomial all comes under the roof of polynomials. So what is a degree of a polynomial? The degree of the polynomial is the highest power of the variable in the expression. So, let us take the situation here, x cube plus 2x square plus 4x plus 3. If we write down the powers of this variable in this expression, it is clearly visible that the highest power of the variable, that is 3, is the degree of a polynomial. And we have differentiated types of polynomial based on their terms. Now, let us differentiate types of polynomial based on their degrees. Linear polynomial. Any polynomial with a variable of degree 1 is known as linear polynomial. For example, 2x minus 3 and y plus 2. Quadratic polynomial. Any polynomial with a variable of degree 2 is known as quadratic polynomial. For example, 2x square plus 3x minus 5 and y square minus 1. In these examples, it is clearly visible that the highest power of the variable is 2. Such polynomial which have the highest power as degree 2 is known as quadratic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Any polynomial with a variable of degree 3 is known as cubic polynomial. For example, 2 minus x cube and x cube minus x square plus 3. In this example, the highest power of the variable is 3. So, such expression that have highest power as 3 is known as cubic polynomial. Constant polynomial. Any polynomial containing only one term consisting of a constant is called as constant polynomial. For example, like minus 6, 3, 4. And generally each real number except 0 is a constant polynomial. And the degree of a non-zero constant polynomial is 0 itself. And the last, zero polynomial. Any polynomial consisting of one term, namely 0, is known as zero polynomial. For example, the equation here, p of x is equal to 0. And there is one important thing that you have to keep in your mind. The degree of a zero polynomial is not defined. So, we have studied types of polynomial based on their degrees. Now, let us do questions on them. So, the first question, x square plus x. Is it a quadratic or linear or a cubic polynomial? Yes, you are right. It is a quadratic polynomial because the highest power of the variable is 2, and such type of expression which have the highest power of variable 2 is known as quadratic polynomial. And to the next, x minus x cube. Which type of polynomial do you think? Is it a quadratic? Definitely not. It is not a quadratic polynomial because the highest power of the variable is 3, and such type of expression that have the highest power of the variable as 3 is known as cubic polynomial. And to the third, y plus y square plus 4. It is a quadratic polynomial because the highest power of the variable is 2, and such type of expression that has the highest power of the variable as 2 is known as quadratic polynomial. And the fourth, 1 plus x. What do you think this is? There are no powers given here. So, which type of polynomial do you think it is? It is a linear polynomial because we will take the power of the x as 1. So, such type of polynomial that has the power of the variable as 1 is known as linear polynomial. So, I think you have learned the basics of the polynomial. So, that is all from my part. Thank you.